Something quiet but very calculated is happening with the Samsung Galaxy A57, and honestly, that's part of the problem. The phone is expected to adopt Samsung's new raised camera plateau, ditching the old individual camera rings. Samsung will call it refinement. In reality, it's just visual copy-pasting. Yes, the unified camera island looks cleaner and offers slightly better lens protection, but this is mostly about making the A57 look closer to premium phones like the Galaxy S26. Next comes the so-called biggest upgrade, the display. For the first time in the Galaxy A5X series, Samsung is expected to use flexible OLED panels instead of rigid ones. Sounds impressive until you realize why it's happening. Samsung may bring in TCL-CSOT as a secondary supplier alongside Samsung Display, not out of innovation, but cost pressure. Chinese brands have been doing flexible OLED at lower prices for years, and Samsung is only now reacting. Thinner bezels and a more premium feel are welcome, sure, but this is Samsung finally catching up, not moving forward. The panel itself is as unadventurous as it gets. A flat OLED display with 120 Hz refresh rate and an in-display fingerprint scanner. No curves, no new display tech, no ambition. It works, it's reliable, and it's painfully predictable. Samsung isn't trying to impress you, they're just making sure you don't complain. Cameras follow the same conservative playbook. The Galaxy A57 is expected to pack a 50-megapixel main camera with OIS, likely a Sony IMX906 or Samsung ISOCELL sensor paired with a 13-megapixel ultra-wide and the usual 5-megapixel macro that exists purely because marketing demands 3 lenses. The selfie camera upgrades to 12 megapixels, video caps at 4K 30 frames per second with Super HDR support. And of course, no telephoto lens because Samsung is still terrified of the A series getting too close to its pricier models. Battery life sticks to the formula too. A 5,000 milliamp hour battery with 45 watts wired charging sounds fine. And it is, but it's hardly exciting. Faster than some Samsung foldables, yes, but that's more an indictment of those foldables than praise for the A57. No new battery tech, no experimentation, just safe, slow evolution. Performance is where Samsung pretends to care. The A57 is rumored to debut the Exynos 1680 featuring AMD RDNA-based graphics. On paper, that sounds impressive. In reality, Samsung isn't chasing performance leadership, they're chasing damage control. Bluetooth 6.0 support is expected too, which is nice, but hardly revolutionary. Step back, and the pattern is impossible to ignore. The Galaxy A57 doesn't take risks. It avoids mistakes. It's engineered to offend no one and excite no one. The Samsung Galaxy A57 is expected to launch in the first or second week of February 2026, with pricing between $400 and $450. That's a lot of money for a phone that plays it this safe, and somehow that might be the most disappointing part of all.